Hey guys, it's me, Melly. Welcome back to my channel, Melly's Yarn and Book Adventures. So I'm going to first of all, let's say my hair is getting on my nerves because I normally do not like my hair in my face, and it's in my face. And this actually is not my hat. It's my daughter's hat. Well, I made it to sale anyway, regardless. And I just stole it because I couldn't find mine. Okay, so welcome back to Melly's Yarn and Book Adventures. If you're a new subscriber, thanks for checking me out. I hope you like what you see. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back to chat with me. I wanted to apologize for the way I ended my last video abruptly because I got a phone call from my son's school for an emergency to come pick him up. He's fine. He's feeling better. He went back to school today. I think it was some kind of 24-hour stomach bug. And yeah, so there's that. But you know, as a mom, you're like, what? You know. And you get like I got a little bit nervous because I didn't, like, they told me what happened or whatever, which I'm not going to share. And I was more of, let me get him, because I think because of what had happened, he might have been, I know my son, he gets embarrassed, and he might have been embarrassed about the whole thing, but he was, when I got to school, he was not upset or whatever. He wasn't embarrassed, he wasn't anything. He was just like, this is what happened. You know, and he just wanted to go home. He just wanted to go and whatever. So it was fine. So I kind of wanted to finish, since I kind of rushed through everything in the last video, I kind of wanted to actually finish that, because I never told you what I was reading or what I have read. I kind of rushed through what I have made, and yeah, so I kind of wanted to finish that off. And then since today's supposed to be my question of the week video, I'll get into that. So let's start with, I got inspired by the Corner of Craft to make stitch markers. I don't know if you can see them. That's a kitty, and this one is, which I may turn this one into, I may buy a necklace. This is a butterfly. This one's a mermaid. Can you see it? Wait. And I actually made these earrings into earrings because I'm using earring wire. And then I have leaves, and I also have, hold on, let me see what I have, because I thought I bought trees, but I could be wrong. Hold on. No, that's not it. I did, I bought trees too. So there's trees, which I don't know if you can see well, but they're trees. It's like the tree of life. And I'm using some of my stitch markers, so there's that. So I haven't had any acquisitions. I haven't bought any yarn or anything, which is a good thing. We're not buying yarn. We're not buying yarn. But I have been binge watching, I guess you could say. I've followed her for a very long time, and I've watched like her videos when she posts. But I watched her Vlogmas this year, and I thought it was really cute. And she's obviously an avid sock knitter, and she actually is the one that got me to pick my knitting needles back up. Well, I mean, she inspired me because I was all about crochet, doing my crochet, did a lot of crochet for Christmas, and I lost my crochet, I was like, I don't want to look at crochet. I don't want to see crochet. I just, whatever. But as I was watching her, I decided to grab my needles. Which you guys, I think I showed you. I'm making a couple things. I've made this hat. Well, no, this is crochet. Sorry. I've made a hat. Actually, I made 2 hats. I'm working on a scarf to match one of the hats for my neighbor. Which, that's kind of like my I can't sleep project. With my neck light. Because it's only about this wide. And it's just knit, purl, back and forth. I'm working on the circular scarf for my daughter's friends, which I'm almost done. I have, I think, 2 more color sections to go on the mandala. I'm on the 3rd to last color. And then, as if I didn't have enough knitting, way back when, in my little pouch that's sitting here, I had a pair of socks that I started with the yarn that was brought back to me from Germany by my best friend. I had made her son a hat with these socks. I'm actually wearing a pair of socks, and I used the yarn as a heel because I was going to run out of the yarn that I was using. And I believe I still have enough yarn for another pair of socks. I do, I know I do. I have enough for the cuff, for the body of the sock, and then the socks that I'm wearing, I have enough for a cuff and a toe. Cuff, heel, and toe. I think. Possibly. We'll see. But a very long time ago, last year, I was gifted in a swap. Not a swap. It was like a buy nothing, want nothing in the neighborhood I belonged from, and in that was a whole bunch of this yarn. And there's 2 colorways, and there was 2 of these. It was like 4 a piece or something like that. And this is Sock It To Me collection in puzzle, and I never knew what to do with it. Not that I don't know. It's 50 grams, 75% superwash wool, 25% polyamide. And it's made in Italy for Elan.com. And I guess from watching Hannah's crafty chats and her Vlogmas from 2018 and all the socks she's knitted, she inspired me to pick up my DPNs. Well, okay, I'm lying. She inspired me to pick up, I had bought years and years ago when I first started knitting, I had bought from Knit Picks, I think they were 40-inch, 2mm or 2.5 millimeter circs to do magic loop. And I could not get it. I don't know if it was the Knit Picks cord or what it was, but it was just very uncomfortable to me. Last year, I decided to give DPNs a try. Did it, made socks. Tried different heels. Decided I like the afterthought heel because I don't really have to focus on putting stitches, holding stitches, picking up stitches, and all that good jazz. And that's what the sock yarn from Germany was. It was literally about this much more to go before I started decreasing for the toe. But yesterday I went and grabbed my circs and tried magic loop. I literally broke the wire from my knit pick, and they were the blonde wood needles, so they weren't cheap because I had got them when they first came out, when they first released them. So I guess that'll tell you how long ago that was. I literally, like, I don't know if it's because I was so tight or if it was this yarn. It's kind of it's not smooth. Like, it's smooth, but it's not like silky. Like, it doesn't slide well. And I literally broke the wire, the cord. And I got frustrated, and I cut it from the ball because I was like, well, whatever. And I broke the needle while I was doing that. Like, I probably could have glued the wire back together into the metal part. So I got mad and threw it out. I'm gonna try magic because I can do it. I did it. I got like this much of a cuff done on it, but for some reason it kept snagging on the connector, like where the cord meets the metal piece before it gets to the, like, it wasn't a smooth transition. And I think it was because it might have been loose, and because when I went to move, like, the wire pulled out. So I think that was the problem. Like, it wasn't secure, like it wasn't smooth. So I'm thinking I might try again. So if anybody can recommend some non-expensive but flexible flexible cord circulars for sock knitting, like, I don't want to spend like $20 on a pair of needles. I will go up to, say, $10. And if I can find them on Amazon on sale, that would be even better. Preferably, I think metal. Yeah, metal. I'm thinking I might, if I like the way the 16-inch circulars I had gotten from Wish when they come, if I like the way that cord is, because it's actual, like, cord. It's not like the tubing sometimes you get when you order from Wish. It's actual, like, I think it's I don't know what kind of cord it is, but I know it's not like plastic tubing like sometimes you see on those needles. Then I'll just order a set with longer cords. So I had to take the socks because I couldn't find I'm using the Afterthought heel pattern by Laura. Let me go grab the pattern. Hold on, because I left it in the kitchen. Okay. Laura Lindman. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. The socks I'm wearing, I actually use the same pattern. But I literally took the socks from Germany. Well, the socks that I started with the yarn from Germany, undid the whole thing to use the needles that I'm using because I like these. Okay, hold on. Where's my other needle? There you go. They're not too long. And I got these from I don't even know where I got these from. They're bamboo. I got these from I know they came from China. And I can't think of the name of them, but I'm looking it up. They're not AliExpress. Oh my god, I can't think of the name of it. I can't think of it. It was... Now it's going to drive me crazy. Because I can't find it. Because that's... And I was just on the site not that long ago. And of course it's not going to tell me now. I'll find it. And when I find it, I'll let you know. But, whatever. These are 2.25 or a UK 12. No, these are 2.75. And they're short. They're nice. I have tiny hands. However, after I just spent like 20 minutes looking for something and wasting time. However, the yarn, now I'm thinking I know why it was given to me. I've used it before and it's rough, and I think maybe I would have to actually block them, but this is my progress. They're cute. And I have some wool, superwash wool from Lamb's Pride. Lamb's Pride Superwash Sport, 100% wool. And it's machine wash, laid flat to dry. So, yeah. I'm going to use that for the heels. But we can thank Hannah for re-inspiring me. So thank you, Hannah, from the Corner of Craft, for re-inspiring me to want to try knitting socks. Yeah. So there's that. So anyway, if you guys have any suggestions on needles, let me know. Now on to what I am reading, or what I have read. So I don't remember what I told you guys last time, but I finished the Dickens Christmas, Mr. Dickens and His Carol. It was definitely not the same as the movie, and I definitely liked it probably a lot better. I think I may have told you I finished this though. I can take it back to the used bookstore for credit because I don't want to keep it. It's not something, I mean, I may, but probably not. And now I'm reading Sleepwalking by Meg Wolitzer. And this is her debut novel, and I am literally on page 116. It's kind of confusing because it says it's about one thing, but then it kind of goes back and forth between past and present. Past for one girl who is, they're obsessed with, it's the Death Girls on the Swarthmore campus, and they dress in black, and they're each absorbed in the work and suicide of a different poet. Sylvia Plath, Anne Sexton, and Meg Wolitzer created Lucy Asher, who was a gifted writer who drowned herself at 24. And at night, these girls gather in one of the rooms, in one of the girls' dorms, and they read their chosen poet's poetry in candlelight. Creepy, right? Okay, so then the one girl, her Lucy Asher obsession, after she has this affair and she kind of realizes, like, well, who the hell is she? She kind of goes on a self discovery journey, in a sense, to kind of figure out who or what she is. Is she really this person she's thinks she is? Is she really a death girl? You know, why does she have this obsession? But then at the same time, it goes back to the story of who this poet that she's obsessed with is. So it's like you're kind of confused. It's kind of like this poet's life. It tells the story of the poet's life, and then it kind of transitions into her parents and how they're dealing with it, and how in the present the Claire somehow meets up with the parents of this poet, and that's how far I got. So it's kind of like meshing the two together. It's kind of like, you know, how the storylines emerge, in a sense. I like it. It's good. It's kind of dark, and my hat is coming off again. I have a very tiny head. Sorry. And I think this one's just a little too tight. Well, it's not tight, uncomfortable tight. It's just very fitted. So, yeah. Anyway, so this video is 21 minutes and 43 seconds long. So let's start wrapping up. I like that book. I'm reading it in the morning on the bus, and I'm reading it at work. Now, time for question of the week, all about me. Now, I've noticed that my pages are sticking together, and that's because my son sits at this desk, and I think he may have spilled something somehow, and it got on this. So I gotta, like, separate the pages at some point. But for now, I'm going to choose number 60, and it says, what does your typical Friday night look like? Okay, so I'm a very boring person. Either I'm at work, because I work at evenings, 5 to close, or if I'm not at work and I somehow have the day off, when my husband comes home, we run any errands we need to run, bank, bills, any odds and ends we need for the house, dinner to bring back home, some, you know, some takeout, takeaway, fast food, not really pizza, it's usually pizza, or Popeye's chicken. That's usually the two things. And I'm so sick of Popeye's chicken. Anyway, and then after that, since I don't really have anything, to do, meaning like dishes or kitchen cleanup or anything, because, well, yeah, dishes from the pizza or food, whatever, but I don't have to clean like a stove or anything like that. I usually will go up to my room. My son will go on the computer, or steal my phone, and I'll go up to my room and I'll light a candle and just kind of relax and rest my back a little bit, because I have a bad back and stuff. And read or knit or crochet or whatever it is that I'm doing at the time. Whatever project I'm working on. Until my son's time for bed, because I live with him and cuddle. So yes, I'm boring. On a rare occasion that I have a Friday night off, and I tell my husband, and there's like, okay, so on the rare occasion I have Friday night off, and there are extra funds. And when I say extra funds, I mean like everything for the month is paid and I don't need anything and I can splurge a little bit. I'll tell my husband, come on, let's go. We'll go into Yard's Brewery, which is a beer brewery / restaurant. Like, they have a restaurant, like, but it's cafeteria type style. There's an actual bar in there. You can sit at the bar. but then the rest of it's not like it's cafeteria style. They have tables with wall bench like seating, and then there's cafeteria style tables. So like me and my husband will be here, there'll be strangers sitting right next to us. Like literally, obviously you give the next person space, but that's how it is. And I like it, but I don't like it. I would rather sit at one of the table booths than the cafeteria, because like, you know, I don't want to know what other people are talking about like in my ear, and I don't want people staring at me because of the way I eat. I rarely ate when I was in high school because of that, because I don't like people watching me eat or seeing me eat unless it's the person I'm eating with. I'm sitting down to a meal in a setting like that where I have a stranger looking at me. So yeah, on the rare occasion we may go out, me and my husband, and then I kind of have my teenager babysit, and she makes a couple bucks, but it's rare. So yeah, so that's it. That's the question of the week. That's what I've been reading. That's what I've been making. I haven't purchased anything. So yeah, that's it. That's what I've been doing. Sorry the video's so long. Sorry about the rambling. Oh Lord. So again, if you guys wanna give me suggestions in the comment section down below of types of circular needles to try for magic loop sock knitting, let me know, because I know I can do it. I just think that the needles I had, which is probably why I stopped doing it, even though Knit Picks is not a bad brand because I have circular needles from them, I had purchased when I was dabbling in knitting, I had purchased their like sample starter kit where it's interchangeables, and it has a plastic one, a wood one, and a metal one, and I think it's 6, 8, and 9. 6, 7, and 8, or 6, 8, and 9, whatever. And then it's got one cable needle, which I think is like not the 40-inch. I think it's like the medium-sized one. So I mean, I've never had a problem with them except for they do come loose, and I don't have the key no more, so I gotta kind of stick a safety pin in and tighten it. So I don't use them very often. So I think maybe, I mean, I think maybe it's just not this brand for me. So if you guys can make a suggestion that's, like I said, something that I can try out that's not too expensive, that, you know, just to see if it works for me, that would be great. So yes, leave that down below in the comment section if you can. Or if you're not sure, maybe you can ask someone you know that knits. If you're not a knitter and you're a crocheter, you can always ask someone, maybe have someone give me suggestions. That would be great. You can find me, let's see, what else? You can find me on social media, because I would love to chat. So on Twitter, and I'm active on Twitter. Oh my god, why is my phone like being weird? On Twitter, I'm at Melly, M-E-L-L-I, and I'll put it down below. Melly, Mel 80, so it's MELLI _ MEL80. On Instagram, I'm Goya, Goya, Snow, and it's all one word, SNOW. And yeah, that's it. I'm not going to give you my Facebook because I don't really do much on Facebook when it comes to my craft. So that's more of a personal type page. So if you want to come check me out, check me out. I'll put the links in the description box down below. And that's about it for now. So don't forget, subscribe, thumbs up if you like it. If you didn't and you want to give me a thumbs down, that's okay. I don't judge. I won't get mad, because sometimes you find something, a video, and you're like, oh, I might be interested, and then you discover it's not for you. Or, you know, that's fine. I'm not for everyone. I'm not everyone's cup of coffee or a cup of tea, whatever you want to, whatever your drink of choice is. I will see you guys later. Sorry the video's so long, and have a good rest of your week and weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye.